Today we're going to be going over the 7 most important things to ask before hiring a gutter contractor or just any contractor in general. Number 1, you're going to want to ask about general liability insurance and workers' comp. You're going to want to make sure that they have a good liability insurance and that all of their employees are covered under a WSIB or some type of workers' comp. The last thing you need is an accident to happen and for them not to have the insurance that would leave you liable to the damages, and that's not a good place to be. So make sure that they have liability insurance and workers' comp. That's critical. Number 2, you're going to want to ask about the warranty information. You want to make sure that you're getting a good warranty and that all the promises that the sales rep is presenting you, that they are written in the contract so that you're covered should anything happen down the road. A lot of companies are very vague with their warranty information and it's not spelled out in the contract. Make sure you understand how the warranty works and make sure it's written in the contract. If it's not in the contract, it's not going to be valid later and it's going to end up hurting you. So make sure you go over that information and make sure it's clear and printed in the contract. Number 3, you're going to want to understand everything in your contract. Go through the paperwork, read it front to back. I know it's not fun to read legal documents, but you're going to want to read it through. Make sure you understand it. If you don't understand your contract, ask questions. A contract should lay out a payment plan or payment due date, a detailed scope of work, everything that is included, all the materials that are going to be included, a specific timeline of when the project is to be completed. Also, workers' comp and liability insurance should be in your contract as well. So be sure to review it, and if you don't understand it, ask questions. Number 4, you're going to want to ask them how long they've been in business, and you're also going to want to do some research, read their Google reviews, check them out online, check out photos, possibly reach out to past clients. Success always leaves clues, and it's very easy to discern between good and bad companies. Read their reviews, check out their website. You want to make sure you're hiring a trusted, reputable company that will be in it for the long run and will be there for you if you ever need any warranty work in the future. It's super important. Number 5, you're going to want to ask if the company you're looking to hire is using or will be using subcontractors. There's nothing inherently bad about using subcontractors, but when a company uses multiple different subcontractors, it's really difficult for them to control the workflow and the quality of work. This can leave you having a bad experience. Oftentimes when a company uses multiple subs, it can be inconsistent with when they'll show up and how the project will be completed. So again, if they are using subcontractors, make sure you are aware of that so that you're able to make that decision and move forward. You don't want to get left in the dark and then have a sub crew show up on the install date that you weren't aware of. So make sure to ask that question and that'll give you the chance to make that decision. Number 6, you're going to want to ask about what type of materials they're going to be using for your project. There's many different types of material thicknesses, different brands that can be used, and not all of them are created equal. When getting multiple quotes on your home, you may notice that some of them are significantly cheaper, and that could likely be due to the fact that they're using lesser quality materials. A lot of companies will be very vague in letting you know what type of materials they will be using. Even if you don't know anything about gutter materials, it'll be well worth it if you do a little bit of research, ask where the materials are coming from, and possibly even calling the supplier and just asking some questions. There's a ton of information online that can help you determine whether the materials will be good for your home, and that will help you better make a decision on if you want to move forward. Again, using high quality materials will cost slightly more, but it will save you a ton in the long run. Number 7, you're going to want to ask about details pertaining to the install. Ask them how they install the gutters. Ask them how far they're going to be spacing out those hangers that hold your gutters up to your house. You're going to want to make sure that they space those approximately 18 inches on center. We've seen a lot of gutters where the hangers are spaced 2 to 3 feet apart, and that's not good. It'll leave weakness there. It's not as strong. Come wintertime, it's going to damage your gutters and it's going to damage them more and more over time. You're going to want to make sure that they install those correctly. A lot of companies will cut costs by spacing out those hangers a lot more than they should be spaced, and you would never know it looking at your gutters from the ground. So be sure to ask specific questions about the install. Even if you don't understand how gutters work, you can easily do a little bit of research and get that basic knowledge. These have been our top 7 questions to ask before hiring a gutter contractor. Asking these questions will give you peace of mind, setting the proper expectations from the start. Most problems arise from not asking the proper questions or just miscommunication in general. As a gutter company, we want to know what's most important to you so we can meet and exceed your expectations. At the end of the day, if you guys do your due diligence, do some research, it'll benefit you in the long run and you'll be able to hire the perfect contractor for your project. If you want to see our process, how we go about it from quote to installation, let us know in the comments below and we'll catch you in the next one.